My name is Jan, and I'm talking to you today from my hearing center in Palm Springs and Boynton Beach, Florida. And today's talk is a sensitive one. It's a talk about hearing loss and Alzheimer's and how they're related. But first, let's talk about what happens when you walk through my door. You've come through my door to see me because maybe your friends have been telling you you're not hearing, or your family has been telling you you're not hearing, or your significant other has said, I've said that to you 4 times before and you never responded, or you're noticing you're having trouble in that noisy environment around you. And so what we're going to do at my hearing center, which is a division of Odd Practice, is I'm going to do a free evaluation. We're going to see what your hearing is. And then we're going to pick a hearing device that fits your lifestyle. And that's what's important. How active are you? How busy are you? What can we do to give you the best hearing that you can possibly have? And that's my goal. Your goal is to walk through the door. Your goal is to call me on the phone, make an appointment, and come to see me for a free hearing evaluation. But let's get back to that topic that I brought up, that relationship between Alzheimer and hearing loss. It's a sensitive one. Nobody ever really wants to talk about it. Nobody ever really wants to think about it. But we're going to talk about it today. You know, I believe in brain hearing. It's 2 ears and a brain. It's a system that works together. And when I fit you with the hearing device, we are working with the ears and the brain together. So there's been a lot of research about hearing loss and about Alzheimer's. And you may have heard that, yes, you need to get a hearing device to stop Alzheimer's. But I want to tell you the truth, what the research is showing. What the research is showing is that when you have a hearing loss, you stop doing the things you love. Now, I'm sure we've all done this. I'm sure we've all sat there and said, I don't want to go to that restaurant because it's too noisy. Or I don't want to go to that family gathering tomorrow because, I really struggle in hearing everybody, especially if it's going to be indoors. Or you've sat there and said, I don't want to go to that party because I can't hear. Or I don't want to have dinner tonight with our friends at that Italian restaurant down the street because I can't hear. Or today, in today's society, we're eating outdoors. Maybe it's noisy. There's people. There's a band. All of this is going on around you. And so what do? You stop doing the things you love. You stop going to that restaurant you love, the family gathering, the dinner on Sunday night. You stop doing all of that, and then you start to become isolated. It is that isolation that leads to an increase in Alzheimer's. So don't do the isolation. Sit there and say, I'm going to do something about my hearing because it's important. You don't want to advance that Alzheimer's at all, but it is that isolation, that ability to say, I'm not going to go to the restaurant. I'm not going to go to the family gathering. I'm not going to do this and this and this and this because I can't hear. That's ridiculous. I can help you with that. That's what I want to do, is to help you with that. I've talked about brain hearing, 2 ears and a brain, and there was an interesting study that was recently done, and they looked at what the brain understands, and they found that there's something called the tipping point. And the tipping point says that if your brain and your ears can hear 50% of a conversation, it will stay engaged. It will sit there, even though it may miss bits and pieces of it, the brain tries to fill it in. But what ends up happening when the brain can't understand 50% or less? The brain ends up just shutting down. It just says, I can't do this. It's too much work. And that's when you sit there and a party, a family gathering, a function, and you do one of these numbers. And you smile and you nod your head and you have no idea what's going on in the conversation. Why? Because the brain at that point has said, I can't understand 50% or less of this, and it just kind of says, forget it, I'm not going to do it. And that's you just nodding your head. So don't do that. Don't become isolated. Don't let that Alzheimer's sneak up on you because you have a hearing loss and you're not getting involved in life and everything that goes on around you. Come see me. Come see me at my hearing center in Palm Springs or Boynton Beach and let me help you with your hearing. Let me help you get back and engaged in the conversation so everybody says, wow, you're a new person. I can't believe this. You're amazing now. That's what's important. Let me give you the hearing that is best for your lifestyle. Thanks so much. See you next week. Bye.